If you go for a business to anyone, people will perceive you as a salesman. But when you approach with someone with a consultative approach, that we are doing this, we can help you this by helping someone, and be truthful in your voice. So everyone gauges the other person nowadays. So if you are true, if you are genuine, people will start realizing your intent and you are doing something good. And your honesty, intent, these all things people realize. You start working together, things happen in a participative manner, and then things move on. Make the business automatic and self-approaching. There must be executors, but there must never be a showrunners.
Hello everyone, Ashok here. Thank you for tuning into this 23rd episode of Indian Startup Stories, a podcast thriving to bring out experiences and insights from entrepreneurs across India. Today, our guest is Satendra Vir Singh, founder of ValueShoppe, a company evolved and leading in organizing and streamlining the unorganized industry of inventory liquidation for wholesalers, retailers, service industries, and for more. In this episode, Satendra shares his earlier career as an intelligence officer in Customs, Government of India, moving on to business process side in IT industry, and moving on further with his own business in unique area of opportunity he identified, his exciting journey of jumping into business and learning to survive, then thriving to excel, his bootstrapping experiences, innovation in inventory liquidation management, and much more valuable information for us to take away. So without further ado, let's jump in. Hi Satendra, thank you for coming on Indian Startup Stories today. Welcome.
Hi Ashok, thanks a lot for this invite.
My pleasure. To start with, Satendra, can you please share about your background on your academics and the initial career start?
So Ashok, post the normal schooling, I joined engineering from Delhi College of Engineering and pursued MBA after from Delhi University only. So, and eventually I hail from a background of government employees, a family full of government employees, and who always consider government job as their main focus. So I was even trained to be picking a government job. So while I was pursuing my MBA, I applied for government jobs and I got through. During my stint of 2.5 years in government job, I realized the working mechanism of government job. Somewhere I realized that it was not something which I was looking for. There is not much of scope. You have to constrained by the boundaries and the working mechanism of the government job. So I tried to move out from it. So I joined Ernst & Young. It was a contrasting effect because from a government job to E&Y to consulting firm with all the fancies and the very polished working environment. So from there, I started. In the initial stages, it was a bit scary. Well, the decision itself is a very, very big decision. This is the question I believe I am answering since last 15 or 20 years. 15 years. Everyone asks 15 or whatever time period has been this. People ask only this question, why you left government job. So I keep on explaining. But nonetheless, the journey has been good. The journey in EY has been good. After EY, I was the initial team member of Jabong.com. So after a certain period of time, you somehow get your job mundane and you doesn't find it that freshness in your job unless your role keeps on changing also. So eventually when I joined Jabong, it was totally afresh, and the e-commerce was booming up at that point of time. People were coming over there. Everything was hit and trial method. We were trying to develop new methodology for the customers, trying to adopt whatever is there globally or earlier persistent players, and then we were trying to replicate it over here with some new ideations, of course. And things were doing great. Hit and trial method. You were a solo entrepreneur or a project manager into this complete ecosystem, and your salary is provided. So mini entrepreneur under a system. So it was a very, very good journey in an e-commerce setup. During my e-commerce setup, when you start building something, building processes, building a product or building anything, so your mindset eventually changes. Your mindset changes. You start trying to find a solution. And then I faced a problem of surplus or leftover inventory or a customer return inventory lying in the warehouse unattended. Now, eventually I found that there is no market for it. People don't buy it, and there is no channel for it to get the same sold. While researching for the same, and in the absence of any such name, I found that this is a huge problem. Second, there is no one around, so there is a huge opportunity. So we tried to start something that why not build something around it? You have a problem in front of you. You have a huge opportunity in front of you. There is no other player around. There is no market standards around. Although globally there are few people already doing it, but the same has not been prevalent in India. And those kind of practices, the Indian market and Indian ecosystem is not been adequate accordingly. So for that,
You found a blue market of your own. Nice.
yeah. So I found that it's a very, very big thing. Why not anyone has done as yet? So it is not something that you have discovered or invented. But so my question is that if it is not invention, then there is some deficiency of discovery that why people hasn't been able to do. When you try to roam around to find this answer, you are not able to identify the right answer, but you have to hear the voices of people, pain points. But you cannot learn swimming unless you jump into the pool. True. So that is how the journey started. So then we thought that yes, it is time to move on. And one more thing beyond it, before starting something. So then I realized one thing, that how much money, because I have realized one particular aspect, that eventually how much money do you want to survive your home? And then I realized that unless a basic number, everything is surplus and everything is luxury. So I have to ensure that one basic number should be available to keep the kitchen fire burning. And let us pursue my passion or whatever I am trying to build. And God is always there to help if your intent is correct. So I started from there.
Wonderful. That's a good background to start. Can you please talk through about the company ValueShoppe? What is it about, and what are the problems that you are addressing?
So as I told Ashok, that every business have some leftover inventory. Not even talk about business. Even we in our household have some inventory which is left, which is not used. But we are not able to dump it anywhere. Similarly, for businesses, there is some aged, unsold, customer return, off shelf. These kind of inventories are there, season changed. So, and there is no adequate channel for it. So then there must be a name, and these all things are for a businesses. This is a noise. This is not something an opportunity, because businesses have made everything in their main line of activity and business. So for them, I thought that there must be a support system for business. One name for them that you call them, and they will be there to help you. We have crafted some models around it and mechanisms that whatever solutions can be best from them. So this is one of the supply side. Now, regarding how to attract the target consumers, we realize that this is very unorganized and fragmented industry for the target customers. The small retailers of mom and pop stores running a discounted merchandise store or any store, these kind of customers are there who are not very educated, tech followers. So how to tap them? And they are not loyal as well, because their movement is just the price point and everything. So you cannot squeeze the suppliers on the price point basis. You cannot attract every time your customers with the incentive. So things around this was a bigger challenge. But yes, we, by learning, again, the same thing, learning, trying one model, then another model, then another model, then you try to mix one of the recipes of few of the models, and then things start moving on. And ultimately, most of the things start working with you. And with the later stages, you got to know what is the pulse of the environment, pulse of your customer, pulse of your seller, and then things move on.
True. So the customer adoption has been into more of a B2B and also a little bit of B2C, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is purely B2B.
Okay, purely B2B. Okay. Coming to the founders, right? Did you start alone or you had your co-founders?
all alone.
Okay, all alone. Okay, okay. So, how has been that journey of starting all alone? What are the challenges that you faced initially? Of course, you come with a complete unique background, starting as an intelligence officer from Customs and Central Excise Department of India. Then you had experience from E&Y and later managing Jabong. So, how challenging was it for you to start something, a business of your own?
So being alone has never been a problem. It is a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
Okay, because first of all, Ashok, are you married?
Yes, yes.
So Ashok, being married, many times you have to make your spouse understand about what are you thinking,
Mm,
how things are supposed to be. Correct,
true.
true. So the similar way, I thought by chance there was no co-founder, but now I think that it is good because because
Okay.
while ideation, first I have to make the co-founder understand, and then the team understand, and then the customer understand.
Mm.
So on a lighter note, I am saying that it has being a co-founder, being a solo founder has never been any problem. You are free to do that. You have very much open space. You struggle a lot, although there is a challenge that you have no one to brainstorm. But having a co-founder is never a must to the business.
Mhm.
I believe so.
Okay.
Having a right team is must for a business.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any challenges in working alone? I guess generally entrepreneurship path itself is working alone. You have taken working alone without any co-founders along
Yes.
with you. Any instances of challenges to share?
You keep on ideating and you don't brainstorm.
Hmm.
Many times you learn because there is no one to have a knowledge sharing.
Hmm.
Because the pool in which you are swimming, no one else is able to know that how much deep that pool is from outside or what are the experience you are facing.
True. True.
True. So that is the one of the challenge because there is no one around. You have to think through, you have to ideate, you have to implement, you have to learn, you have to practice, and again the same cycle. So, but yes, it is
True.
my experience is that it is not mandatory to have a co-founder. It is always good to have, but yes, subject to if the thought process and everything matches, with the common goal, thought process, everything in sync.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it. So, how did you arrive at the pricing model for your business, and what kind of research has gone through how it has evolved so far?
So from the pricing model, we have realized well the trade operating pricing, or I may say the trade parlance is the knowledge of trade parlance is very much required in this kind of thing, and then you can do a incremental pricing from that subject to what all icing on the cake or you have in your product so that you can earn a premium or a margin or what extra offering you are giving it to your customers. That is one. And later on in our scheme of things we realize that it is must to increase for a continuous flow of supply. It is must to have a increment of pricing slowly and gradually.
Okay. So it works with the size and dimension you take care in coming up with a price.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, every price has to be commensurate with the trade parlance. You can increment or give discount according to whatever things you have. So that is the basis of arriving at a price point.
Okay, that's wonderful. What's the tech ecosystem involved in your company, be it for a product or for a service? It has to be managed for the scaling happening at the back end as well, right?
Yeah, tech ecosystem we have undoubtedly we have our web and a website and an application as well, which is very
Mhm.
simple and enabler. Because what we have realized that tech should be only a enabler and a good hygiene for ease of doing business. Because in our business,
Mhm.
tech is not the only thing. Tech is
Yeah,
the something for which we use for exchange of communication.
true.
Yeah, and in our ecosystem, the kind of customers we have. So we realize that what kind of tech would be helpful for them.
Mhm.
The small retailers, shopkeepers, for them, what kind of tech will be helpful for them? So it should be for ease of doing business, very referenceable and very helpful.
True, true. I understand that. What kind of decision making is challenging in running your business? Any instances to refer, be it R&D or operations or dealing with real estate, because you need to deal with the space for the inventory with the local vendors as well, right? So, what do you see as challenging in terms of decision making or dealing with customers?
So I would say it is not any particular challenge which is too much focused on, but it is just like a normal philosophy of life. Every day comes with a new challenges. You keep on solving them. Some challenges solve in a day, some challenges solve in a month, some challenges in further period of time, and then things move on.
True, and you had to deal with both the things, right? Like consumers who are using, and also the play space, be it a real estate space for which is required for the inventory to manage. So, how do you handle those operational things?
Yeah, it is easily manageable. That as you become stable in business, slowly and gradually reaching out masses, people coming to you, there is always a thrive in yourself to grow more, work more. So then these challenges are just ancillary to your aspiration to grow.
Got it. Yeah. True. True. Just to understand the footprints of Value Shop, what are the cities that you have so far expanded your business in India?
It's pan India.
Okay, nice. One question on the personal evaluation. You come with a unique experience starting with customs and business processing and as a general manager. How did you evaluate yourself before jumping on to starting your own? Was it too much of a self understanding, or you just wanted to do this and you directly jumped on?
I believe that mere use of a common sense with some logic
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
connecting the small dots which we generally overlook in looking at a very high picture. So that is the principle or mantra of life, I should say.
Okay,
You need
interesting.
not to always very jazzy and very much, I would say very much jazzy, very having full of jargons and full of paparazzi kind of thing. But yes,
Mhm.
sim- do simple things. What is required? Connect the dots. Use the basic principle of life. Use just common sense, and everything happens. Trust me, everything happens.
Okay, yeah, true, true. Let's get a little more into the market segment that you're dealing with. Can you share some lights on the opportunities in this space for the inventory management and also the challenges that are involved in terms of liquidation, where it can be opportunities for many? Any stats that you can share for the current trend or for the future projection?
So this market in India is more than 1.2 billion.
Mhm.
The retail market in India is 1.2 billion, and the liquidation industry, I would say, is 1 or 2% for it.
Okay, okay. So in terms of liquidation, there is a huge potential there.
Yes, the numbers I'm not very sure at this moment, but yeah, the
Not
largely
for.
it is around 1 billion market.
Okay, wonderful.
Largely it is around 1 billion market, and I believe there is a huge potential around it. So we have started with one category and successfully made our mark in that one category. We customers, all the stakeholders have started recognizing us, appreciating our business, and that is the key to survival. So we are growing
Okay,
accordingly, and we will be expand to other category.
great.
The opportunity is there's no one organized player in the country as we are. But the simultaneous challenge which comes with it, that in an unorganized, fragmented industry and market, the reach and penetration takes time because there has not never be a footprint of some earlier successful player. You keep on
Mhm.
trying, you keep on experimenting, and you learn the new ways. And with the passage of time, you acquire and capture them.
Okay, wonderful. So, to deal with this business of Pan India, right? How big is the team on the ground, and what has been your strategy in terms of building your own team?
So we are a team of 15 to 20 people in different spheres, and
Okay, okay,
we are primarily operational in North Gurgaon only, and we deal with through online and offline both.
okay, okay.
So it
Nice.
is a
So
hybrid
coming.
model. So
Mhm.
in a B2B, the personalized attention is must. So we have created such a model
True.
that the personalized attention should be given to the customers, whether he is located in any part of the country, and we are here. And nowadays, with all the video calls and all these things, there is always a closeness. So the comfort which is given to your stakeholder, your partner, and just taking care of your stakeholders, be it supplier side or be it customer side. That is okay.
Okay, nice. So coming to the information or the insights on the funding part, how did you manage your initial capital? Has it been bootstrapped, or do you have any plans for the IPOs in future? Any lights on there?
Yes, we are totally bootstrapped, and
Okay.
now we are running with our profits only, and we are marking good numbers. Funding is not something on our cards, but in the later stages, we have not thought of that going on picking a funding route or a IPO route. But yes, sustainable doing a sustainable business, generating livelihood or employment to your team and people around you, so, and hand holding
Mhm.
everything, doing something good. That's it.
Okay, so I guess the business around your business will also be gaining value, right? Being the presence all over India.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
How did you start with the sales and marketing for ValueShoppe? And what was your formula that you followed, which you felt it has worked for you?
Sales formula, we realize the pulse of the customer. What is the problem point? What is actually the customer? The driving force of any of the customers, and talking it backwards, integrating it with the supplier problem.
Yeah, yeah. Any particular instances would you, if you like to
Any
share
brands,
on?
see, okay, all the big brands, supposedly, I should not take the name, all the big brands liquidate their inventory, surplus inventory left over.
Mhm.
So, if any of the branded merchandise you are getting at a throwaway price, even I, being a customer, consumer, may get attracted. So, why not a shopkeeper will get attracted? And now, when if you are giving a shopkeeper some original and branded merchandise at a decently priced item with
Mhm.
confidence of that this is best, this is directly sourced, and he can buy from you and then buy from you or company or whatever possible, and then he can get the same sold, which will add feather in his cap of retailer that he is having a good merchandise getting sold and fulfilling the aspirational value of his consumers. So we have integrated this chain.
Okay. And on that same line, initially when you were going through the sales and marketing and the initial pull up of customers, there is always the networking and contacts matters a lot when you start any business, right? So can you share some instances which is close to your heart in solving any particular such contacting and networking stuff? How difficult was those period to start with? How you pulled it through certain challenges and get some of the customers on board?
So Ashok, I believe that the network on the networking part while business you keep on interacting with opportunities and something
Mhm.
tied to rent to some business. Business is not about giving payment or just buying or trading anything. If you go for a business to anyone, people will perceive you as a salesman.
True.
But when you approach with someone with a consultative approach that we are doing this, we can help you this by helping someone and be truthful in your voice. So everyone gauges the other person nowadays.
Mm.
So if you are true, if you are genuine, people will start realizing your intent and you are doing something good. And your honesty, intent, these are things people realize. You start working together, things happen in a participative manner, and then things move on.
True, true. So, what has been the first moment of relief for ValueShoppe since its inception? Is it your initial product services or any customer deals that you closed?
So first moment of relief was whenever tech product was ready,
Okay,
because
the platform.
while developing some, because the many challenges in the business are when you try to make a website, some either that's that your tech partner is not ready, or that partner hasn't done the work when you are ready to change it, or something else happened, then your things keep on changing. But when you think that yes, your business is ready, tech enabled, your product is ready, and now you have to shoot and bombard it, then is the biggest win. Because on one side the development bit is completed.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long it took for that moment of relief in the initial days? You are a 6-year-old company, but how long it took to actually gain trust on the network that you were building?
Eventually it took 2 to 3 years to identify the product market fit, because when you keep on building some product and people not accepting it, and then you're tweaking it a bit, changing it a bit. So eventually after a certain period of time, because while a bootstrap business you cannot burn much,
True.
you have to earn much, survive yourself. That is the must thing. And once after a period of time, having proof of, see, I believe the proof of concept aspect is there, but as you grow there is always changes required. While even driving on a road, you'll never maintain on the same lane. You keep on changing the
Mm,
lane. Even if you are supposed to, if you are going from point A to point B, and if you are facing traffic jam on your way, you will definitely identify new routes to reach B.
mm.
The very same principle goes here as well. You keep on evaluating what is being working, what is not working, then keep trying, then keep working, and keep celebrating whatever happens.
Okay, nice. On that same line, because you are into B2B predominantly, yeah, what is the close to your heart customer success stories, which you feel that it's a pride moment for you for being part of their journey?
It is difficult to name one, but the moment when people find something very much aspirational at a throwaway prices, in their budget, in their pocket, and people find it accessible, that itself is a proud moment for us.
Mhm. Nice. Yeah. What is the moment of opportunity you felt during this challenging year that we just sailed through as an individual and also as a leader for your business?
So eventually, this whatever we were trying to do it. So this year has helped us as being a catalyst, because operating in an unorganized and fragmented industry always comes with challenges of marking your name, because people are already happy with their own erstwhile methods and conventional method of doing businesses. The fragmented retail, I'm saying. So during this challenging year, since we were organized, having a decent name in the industry, so the
Mm.
people who have never approached us earlier, or never bothered to approach us earlier, were bound to approach us. And when they approached us, their interaction and their experience has been great, which
Okay.
helped us a lot.
Okay. Nice. You already have reach across India, and what's the plan or the formula that you are using for scaling your own business? You said that you don't have plans to approach the investors, but what's your idea in mind to scale your business?
Taking small steps, first of all,
Okay.
taking small steps. It is not that on one fine day you will win a lottery or something, which we have learned in our life. Even I though. So I will taking step, experimenting new things, and
Hmm.
continuing on growth, expanding more categories slowly and gradually, and things will. Because the moment is
Okay.
your name should be, because the trade in which you are operating, you must first of all consider that what is the entry barrier for others.
Okay. Yeah.
That is our pride thing, and that we will take advantage of. But even then, nonetheless, we we don't we never burn money. We go gradual, never burn money, and then keep on exploring the things, taking small steps further. Small but continuous steps. Gradual growth without taking any big leap or without thinking of that, because yes, too many in an unexplored market, too many things are attached, ancillary aspects are attached there too. So we need to be cautious, and that way we are planning to go.
Got it. Yeah, incremental steps.
Yes.
Scales out big. Nice. Any instances of the mistakes that you have done so far, which you felt that you have got much learning in correcting the same, and which was valuable for you? Any such instances to share?
Never dependent on the sales team.
Okay. Okay. So
Never
you
depend
had to be
on the sale
sales
of
for your own.
your sales must be automatic, or your customers will be approaching you.
Mhm.
So unless the lever of your business should not be in anyone's hand, even in your hands. That is what I have learned. This is the mistake which we have learned, that initially it was more of a manner of sales team doing their own part, purchase team on their part. So it must be the moment you will be for any of the process, when do not depend on any particular team or people. It must be auto driven always, most.
Mhm.
Yeah, that has been
Okay.
my mistakes in the
That's a
early
quite.
stages, and later on we realized that although this phenomena might not be adequate or true in all the kind of businesses or industries, but in yes, my business, I have done it. Make the business automatic and self approaching. There must be executors, but there must never be a showrunners.
Okay, okay. That's a key takeaway in terms of learning, of course. With all this work on your shoulder, looking things that are happening end to end in terms of business, how do you manage or balance your personal life?
First of all, I would say that the support of few people are very much required while running a business. The support of your family is very much required, because unless they start demanding either time or some other things, so your focus changes. So unless,
Hmm.
so this is one support of your family, support of your team, and support of God is always required undoubtedly. So these all supports are very much required. Keep celebrating the moments, give adequate time, whatever required, and everyone understands around you that you are doing something, you are building something. So many times people keep on hiding, don't make it personal, professional, totally different, and so it is not. Whenever you, it is. I believe that it is not the case that if you step out of your office or work, you have a complete split or a changed personality. You cannot be, because work somewhere back of your mind, an element or iota of work is always there. So,
Mhm.
so it is not the case. Just keep discussing with people around it. People will be happy. Whatever important at that point, do that, and have the relationship with the people around you in such a manner that help them, and they will also help you, undoubtedly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes sense.
So I would say that start investing in relationships, develop that relationships. So everyone will do what they are supposed to do in the adequate manner.
Yes, yes. For people who are thinking to start something of their own with big ideas but afraid to begin with, right? What is one important quality that you expect that any budding entrepreneur should have?
First of all, I would say the greed of money.
Mhm.
So if the business is already, I believe if the business has been built up, or any entrepreneurial journey is being developed just to make something big and very big around, make minting money around it. If this is the intent, it never happens. Because when you are searching someone in your home, something in your home as well, many times that small items you are not able to find. So anything
Mhm.
you are searching, it is also difficult to find.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Don't run after money. First of all, this is particular.
So it's a journey for the long run.
Yes, do something good, build something good, money will follow. This is
Mhm.
because many times have I have realized, I have faced and witnessed few of the instances where people think that they will make something big or quick money or so. So this is not. So
Okay.
versus this greed of not having money, this is greed of money should not be there. It will automatically follow. Patience,
Okay.
patience of
Yeah.
earning, even a decent earning for survival. This should be the case. Second, keep experimenting and follow your dreams.
It makes complete sense for the long run and being in the game for the long
First
period.
of yeah, and even prior to that, even prior to that, first of all, every entrepreneur should understand and think through that why he is doing business. Is he getting his making being a boss of his own? His money is his driving force, or is he trying to build up something? So what is the priority of this? So, and I'm sure of that out of those, money will one of not among the top rankers. So if the entrepreneur would think through these aspects and consider, calmly analyze, so he himself will be happy and walking onto that journey.
Yes, that's a good information. Which one innovation in your company is close to your heart and why?
Our product,
Okay, a technical one or the
our
business.
technical product, yes, that
Uh,
is our USP. That is no, the combination of that thing is not even prevalent in the country, and people are really rising it. Yeah, we are facing bit of the challenges that how to even get it more and more refined, developing as and when basis what is required. The things are not happening in the proper manner most of the times, but yes, it takes time. So this is the closest thing. Our
Okay, so how
application
did
is
you?
what we like.
Okay. How did you actually took this USP initially to the mass market, be it advertising or marketing through digital marketing platform? So which one you opted?
Digital marketing, which we have used, bit of a offline word of mouth.
Okay.
Because see, in a bootstrap business, you cannot burn much. So again,
True.
smaller and cautious steps, and then growing gradually.
Okay, yeah, nice. Yes. Thank you. Moving on to the next segment of this episode, rapid fire questions. I've listed down few.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one. What is the best thing that happened to you this month?
Well, it's a secret. I should say this.
Okay. Okay, it's a rapid fire, yeah. So anything apart from the secret ones.
The best thing is something good happened to one of the team member. Something good happened in the family of one of the team member, in which we as a
Okay.
team were totally instrumental, and we are really happy for it.
Oh, okay. Nice. So, what's your favorite sports or game you play?
Soccer,
Okay. What is your favorite subject in school?
mathematics.
Okay. Which book or article you read recently and you like to recommend to others?
I don't read books. I know it may be wrong on my part, but I keep on surfing the web on all the media channels around. So, and
Mhm.
then I just try to connect the dots that whatever possible information or what is something around it. So these things also influence me a lot. But yes, go by normal common sense. That is what I
Okay. What's your favorite social media platform?
Insta.
Okay. What time do you sleep and wake up in the morning? And how does your first few hours of the morning look like?
I sleep. My sleep cycle is 1 to 8.
Oh, okay.
I am not a early riser, but yes, eventually towards the late night, I do a self actualization and uh, something analysis of the day and what is supposed to be done tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. What does creativity means to you in one sentence?
In my opinion, you have utilized the resources in the best manner to develop something new which was not there.
Okay, yeah, good one. If you want to go back and change one decision in your entrepreneurial journey, what would that be?
Thinking of the funding round and glamored by all the all the funding and the jazzy picture of the VC.
Okay, you want to change such decisions?
Because in the initial when even I started with the entrepreneurial journey, it was easy that we will take funding and business will grow and these all things will happen. Later on, when I realized that where is the actual business after a period of time,
Okay.
in 1 or 2 years, when I realized that where is the actual business, you keep just running off a business. And again, my take is that any of the founders or any of the entrepreneurs you should not run for the funding for your own 1 month salary or whatever monthly drawing any of the founders have. Just make your business that much enable that that founder is able to draw his salary or part of his salary, and then the moment he will be able to do that, funding will follow.
Okay.
So I would say that the moment you are able to see, you may require funding for scaling up, for meeting the scaling expenses. But first of all, whatever monthly remuneration any founders should draw or is drawing, his focus should be at least attain that or generate that much of the corpus from his business.
Okay, fair enough. Nice. Good suggestion. And a last question of this episode. For people who don't know about you and your company, where should they find it, and how should they look for?
We fulfill aspirations, we generate
Okay.
aspirations, but we don't fulfill needs. So if anyone will come across us, he will get to know what we do, and we are everywhere prevalent on Google, social media. It is
Sure.
challenging for people to resist themselves not to buy from us.
Okay,
This
that's
we
a
take
good
by
note.
now.
Okay, that's a very good note to end.
Yes,
Wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed this time and getting insights from your experience. Thank you very much for your time, Satendra.
it has been great speaking to you, and speaking my heart out has been great. It is always good to feel and sharing your own experiences and giving advice to the budding entrepreneurs. And all the best to you, Indian startup stories as well.
Wonderful. It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ashok. Thanks a lot.
Okay, we are at the end of episode number 23. Thank you very much, Satendra, for coming on and sharing your experiences. And to our listeners, you can find out the episode summary in the description. Until we catch up soon with more exciting stories, stay tuned, be motivated. Thank you.